Hello there, you're now listening to an episode of Real Life Words by Buki. My name is Bukola. This is a Christian podcast where I talk about life experiences, your healing journey, and also how you build your relationship with Christ. So I'm basically here to do my Father's work, tell you about pure and relatable truth that speaks to the heart, restoring minds, reviving souls, and leading you back to His love by His grace, of course. Welcome back to the podcast. So, if you've been here before, you might notice that things look and sound a little different, and that's intentional. I've been getting some questions in my DMs, and people have been like, well, we thought this was a duo, what is wrong? A few comments, and well, I'm actually here to address it in a way, and I'm also here to do a reintroduction of myself, because some people were like, I did not properly introduce myself again, but I feel like there was no need, because you've been listening to me now for about 2 years. Wow, it's actually been 2 years. Oh my god, a round of applause. And guys, we got our Spotify Wrapped this week, and I would tell you all that I love every single 305 followers I have. I love you all so much. Thank you for the support. To the people who put me as their number one, I'm like their number one podcaster, their favorite podcaster they listen to, thank you. People put me in their top 5 shows they listen to, thank you. Top 10, I love you all so much. Someone literally told me that she cannot even start a day without listening to Buki, and it meant so much to me, because I will not lie, I never thought I would get to this point at all. I said earlier, some listeners are wondering why everything is different now and why it's now become a solo space, and some of them were not informed. I don't even know why I'm laughing, but the truth is simple. As I grew, my vision for this platform also grew too, and sometimes that vision leads you in a direction where you take the mic alone, and it's not just out of conflict, but it's out of alignment. And also, the shift isn't about the past, it's about refinement. It's about the kind of conversations I want to bring to you all, moving forward. And everyone moves on in life, and things go as how God has ordained them to be. So one thing I've learned recently is that standing on your own creatively is not a sign that something went wrong. Sometimes it's just a sign that it's time to explore your own voice fully, without distractions and without sharing the spotlight, because I've reached a point where I feel ready to create from my own perspective, confidently, intentionally, and freely. So yeah, I'm going to be addressing some questions I go online that would guide me to do a reintro properly for this my podcast, and also a couple of questions some listeners have asked me. So it's a combination of both in a way, because I thought about it. I was like, how can I do this? What will I do? And truthfully, I am coming out here, I'm being so honest with all of you that listen to me, and you guys know that I would always give you the best. Okay, so the first question is this one. I got this one from online. It says, who is the woman behind the mic today? Well, my name is Buki, like I said earlier. And I am a very passionate, creative, and also a very strong, confident, lovable child of God. And I'm someone who loves exploring ideas. I'm someone who enjoys the fact, that I create. I love innovations. I love coming up with things. I love creating things. It's my way of communicating, very well. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And, I love talking a lot. And I thought, instead of keeping some thoughts in mind, why not just, speak it out? And someone can actually, get one or two from what you discuss. So I'm this type of person that I will say sometimes I'm easily misunderstood, and I'm trying to navigate myself through life. And also, growing up, there are a lot of phases, and there are some things that you just want to, have people is someone actually going through this thing with me? Just trying to navigate life. I'm a woman trying to navigate life. I'm a woman trying to grow in a career, in all round. I'm just exploring, and also growing with our Father, Abba. That's God. So yes, that's the woman I would describe myself as today. I don't know if I did so well with that, but let me know in the comment section. Okay. So another question is, what can listeners expect from this new era? I'm just gonna say, this new era, you're going to be like knowing a lot about me, and I'm also going to be putting a lot of people through, like when it comes to growing their relationship with God. Like I've always been saying this, and I'll keep on saying this, and I want people to know that regardless of what you've been through, what you've done, or what you think about yourself, God sees you more than what you think or what people think about you. And I want people to also understand that in life you have to like let go of some certain things that are holding you back in order for you to reach your full potential that God has ordained for you. So this new era is going to be about like relatable truths, relatable experiences. You're going to like learn more on how to like navigate your life, how to build relationships, and also how to move forward, healing from things that must have like happened to you in the past. It might be relationship, it might be relationship with your friends, or maybe among siblings, or anything that must have like hurt you, that caused like this trauma. So like we're going to like heal, we're going to learn together, and we are also going to grow together. Okay, so yeah, another question is, what inspired this shift into solo podcasting? So I already explained it earlier, in a way, and I said it already that it's just like me being creative, like a creative freedom, clarity, and and also like want like a one-on-one connection like with all of my listeners. I want you to come, like I want my space to be a safe place that when you come here and you listen, you feel like understood, and you also learn one or two things. Like I hope that was a bit clear enough. So yes. So another question is, what topics feel most important to you right now? Well, the topics that feel most important to me right now, like I already said, is healing, life experiences, Christianity, adulthood, lifestyle, adulting, friendship, soft life, everything. Boundaries, especially boundaries when it comes to friendships or relationships. Boundaries, yes, that one, I can't even leave that one out at all. Yes, so yes, we're being serious, like knowing your self-worth, loving yourself, being honest with yourself, things like that. And that's what I want. That's what I want people to like know. I want people to like understand that, and learn so much from that. Okay, so another question is, what season of life are you currently in? My new beginning era. Yeah, that's how I'll put it. New beginnings. Like that was the first episode. That was why I like named it that, the new beginning era. Okay, so another question is, what's one thing you want this podcast to represent? I want it to be a safe place, like I said, a comfort space. I want it to be a motivation to all my ladies out there. Like I love every one of my ladies. Like, yes, I want honesty. It should be a community where people feel safe, where people feel heard, where people feel loved. That is how I want my podcast. That's what I want it to represent. Okay. So I said, another question is, why should new listeners join this journey? Well, why should you join my journey? Like I've been saying it and I've been repeating. I feel like these questions are just like repeating itself. So like why you should join this journey is because you're going to learn a lot of valuable life lessons. You're going to understand some certain things. You're going to see that the things that you felt like were really hard and you could not attain, you can actually get it, and you can actually get there. Like I want you to come out of that box of where you like kept yourself and made yourself feel like, wow, you're not worth it, you don't deserve some certain things, some things that are happening to you because of no. I don't want you to think like that. I want you to know that this place is a place where you are going to be valued, respected, understood. Like I said, I want God to use my voice to help everyone, like anyone currently going through anything in bondage. God should use my voice to like set them free. That's one prayer I always pray, like every time before I record an episode. Okay, so another question, I'm going to ask is, I'm answering, is what do you hope people feel after listening to each episode? I want them to feel encouraged, empowered, less alone, inspired, understood. I want them to feel relaxed, okay? I want them to feel like, yes, Bookie is their big sister. They can come and meet and they can talk to, okay? Exactly. So yeah. So another question is, how has your creative vision evolved? Whoa, like I won't lie about this. I was talking to myself, like, I don't know, I used to have this moments where I reflect, okay? I would just take some time of not touching anything, not using my devices, and I just think, and I'm like, Bookie, you've actually matured a lot in a lot of areas. Who I used to be 10-15 years ago is not who I am now. Who I was 2-3 years ago is not who I am now. And I'm going to thank God for that, because it's not by my power, it's not by my strength, but it's God's grace. Honestly, like, a lot of things are clearer to me now. I always draw my inspiration from the Word of God, from the Bible. There is nothing I do on my own, I always depend and rely on God. Like, truthfully, a lot has changed about me. Like, I want to explore more. I'm coming out of my box. I want to, like, before I used to be so scared, I didn't want to involve myself in a lot of things. Like this trend I was saying, involve me. I didn't want to involve myself in some things before, because I felt like, because of the experience I had in my undergraduate uni days, I felt like, maybe learning things is not for me, or maybe advancing and growing when it comes to career paths and any other path in life, I felt like it was not just for me, because I let what happened then define who I was. But when God actually opened my eyes and I prayed, I became more bolder, and I realized that what I thought I could not achieve, I can actually achieve it if I want to. Whatever you set your mind to, you can actually get it. It's just that you're the one putting that thought in your mind, and that's why the fear keeps creeping in. That is why you are always discouraged. So the thing is, once you let go of the fear and once you let God in, trust me, there's nothing you put in your mind that you cannot get. You will always get it. So now I'm putting myself out there. I want to break records, and what I always thought I would never get, I want to achieve them. Like Bookie, I want to look back in years, I'm like, Bookie, you actually did this. I'm super proud of you. Yes, that is exactly what I want. Question is, what is something that Bookie is currently on learning? Like, what is something I'm currently on learning? One thing I'm currently on learning is, and I watched this in a movie, is that I said a lot of us stay in toxic relationships because we've convinced ourselves that being disrespected is better than being alone. So what I'm currently learning is, I should not be comfortable in situations, especially in friendships, that I constantly always feel disrespected just because of the fear of being alone. If it pays me to be alone and I will have peace of mind and I'm happy, I would rather do that than stay in a very toxic friendship that doesn't bring me peace of mind, or in any relationship with family, anybody, anyhow, that does not bring me peace of mind. Like, I'm not going to stay there because I'm scared of being alone. Okay, so yeah, so that's something I'm currently on learning. And another question is, what am I letting go this year? Like I said, disrespect. I'm also letting go of, trying to, I'm letting go of trying to please people. Not like a people pleaser in that kind of a weird way, but I'm letting go of people who do not rate me like the way I would rate them. I don't know if you get it. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, okay. So yes, I am letting go of that, and I'm letting go of unforgiveness. Like, it's not like I don't forgive people, but I struggle with it in a way. I struggle with it, and I'm not gonna lie, and God sees the sincerity of my heart. I'm letting go of that this year, because I told myself 2025 I am definitely not going to enter 2025 and I'm still struggling with this same issue. We're growing. This year I am growing and I'm choosing to grow. So that's something I'm also learning. Anyways, to cap it all up, this season you hear more of my thoughts, experiences and reflections in a way that feels relatable and grounded. And we're also going to be talking about personal growth, lifestyle, faith, and also navigating adulthood, alignment, wellness, and everything in between. People actually they always ignore wellness, and I don't know why people always avoid wellness. Like, aside from, your health is also like very, very, very important. Okay, and also, I'm going to be breaking down real life lessons, sharing honest moments, and having deeper, open conversations, the kind that you listen to when you're cleaning, when you're journaling, on a car ride, or probably when you've had a long day, when you're winding down. And so this podcast now is going to be a safe space. It's going to be soft, inspiring, and it's a place where we can, where we're going to learn, laugh, and we're also going to grow together. So this is the end of this episode, and I thank you if you listened this far. Thank you for always riding with me, and also for the love on the previous episodes. Like, you guys love me so much, and I love you people too much. Like, seriously, I love you guys so much. Like, when we get to 500 followers, I'm actually going to do a massive giveaway. Like, no even jokes, not data giveaway. Like, I'm going to be giving out something very tangible. Like, I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next episode. So follow me on Instagram on at Real Life Words blog. I'm also going to put it in the description box, so you're going to see it there. So I can't wait to talk to you all in the next episode. Bye for now.